Good evening. My name is Chinemerem Joseph, and I welcome you to tonight's edition of You and the Economy. Now, last week, we examined the implementation of the medical component of the Healthcare Sector Intervention Fund, the HSIF of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, which was formally unveiled by the Apex Bank in May 2020. How the intervention fund impacted some private hospitals that have assessed it was used as prism to review the performance of the medical component of the HSIF. In the closing segment of that episode, we told you that even as they bear eloquent testimonies to the impressive successes recorded in the implementation of the medical component of the HSIF, there was more from where that came from. Indeed, heartwarming stories of the beneficiary medical facilities featured in that edition of the program are also replicated in quite a substantial number of other medical facilities across the length and breadth of the country that have benefited from the scheme. That affirmation was underscored by the recent formal commissioning of what easily stands out as one of the top privately owned highbrow hospitals in Nigeria. Located in the former federal capital, Lagos, that medical facility is the Duchess International Hospital, which is a member of the well-known Reddington Healthcare Group. Situated in the government-reserved area axis of Ikeja, the capital of Lagos State, the facility also benefited significantly from the HSIF. The inauguration of the state-of-the-art hospital, which is arguably one of the best equipped and most imposing privately owned hospitals in Nigeria today, was performed by the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, who is the chairman of the Health Review Committee recently set up by the federal government. The facility adds yet another grand chapter to the story of the string of successes recorded by the interventions of the CBN in the healthcare sector. Here now is our story on the inauguration of the Duchess International Hospital and how the medical facility is set to further help reverse medical tourism abroad in Nigeria.
Today is one of those days that one is extra proud being a Nigerian. It's one of those days when your belief is affirmed that this is a country of world-class talent, world-class ideas, and world-class execution. So we're here at the Duchess International Hospital. By both medical and aesthetic standards, comparable to the best hospitals in the world.
Facilities such as these help in supporting the growth of our economy, as healthy workforce is critical towards building a more productive and virile economy. I do hope that this not only reverses medical tourism, but for all private sector participants to take a cue from this. We need many, many more of this. We need to make our country proud.
For those familiar with this majestic edifice at the construction stage, as it rose magnificently in the alluring ambience of Ikeja Government Reservation Area, GRA axis, most observers will be forgiven for believing that it was yet another five-star hotel springing up as usual in that neighborhood. But when the directional and name identity signages that now adorn the edifice were mounted, it became obvious that while it is unarguably of five-star standard, the marvelous edifice is not a hotel after all. Rather, this imposing complex is a medical facility, a hospital to be precise. It is the Duchess International Hospital, a one-stop state-of-the-art medical facility that provides primary, secondary and tertiary healthcare service to Nigerians and members of the international community resident in the country, rendering services that are comparable to those offered by the very best of similar medical facilities anywhere in the world, and which the CBN played significant role in birthing. Indeed, the Duchess International Hospital story bears testimony to the fact that the interventions of the CBN in the economy through its development finance activities have been a veritable game changer. Through its range of unique services, Duchess provides a viable alternative to medical tourism for patients in Nigeria and indeed across sub-Saharan Africa. To be sure, the mission of the Duchess International Hospital is in convergence with one of the core goals of the Healthcare Sector Intervention Fund (HSIF) of the CBN, as it is, quote, to reverse medical tourism by delivering the highest standards of care, using the most advanced technology and treatments to provide the fastest, most convenient access to the best medical expertise available anywhere in the world. End of quote. The 100-bed hospital delivers service across a variety of specialist and specialty areas, and its numbers speak for themselves. We start with its facilities. The Duchess 100 patient rooms of different categories are en suite, thus enabling the hospital to offer highly personalized services to its clients. With its 36 clinical consulting rooms, the Duchess International Hospital is well placed to attend to a significant number of patients simultaneously without any one of them experiencing delays waiting to be seen by their doctors. The hospital has 8 sophisticated and well-equipped theatres and 22 critical care beds. That is not all. The Duchess also has 21 dedicated cardiac beds and 8 dialysis beds. It is equipped to handle 3,000 outpatient appointments per week, as well as 800 general practice and urgent care appointments also per week. The sheer size and grand splendor of the Duchess International Hospital are matched by the impressive range of services it offers. These services fall into 5 key areas and justify the hopes invested in it by the CBN and its other financiers that the Duchess will reverse medical tourism abroad that Nigeria has been experiencing for long now. The Duchess' 5 key areas of service delivery are as follows: family medicine and urgent care, emergency medicine and critical care, specialist services, interventional radiology and imaging services, as well as laboratory services. In addition to the services it renders in those 5 key areas, the Duchess International Hospital also provides specialties and services through the following offerings: cardiothoracic unit, weight loss and metabolic surgery, breast care services, endoscopy and dialysis center. Speaking at the inauguration of the Duchess International Hospital, Vice President Professor Yemi Oshibajo observed that by both medical and aesthetic standards, the facility compares to the best hospitals in the world. The Vice President said he was proud to be associated with the phenomenal achievement of the hospital and the great future which its commissioning portends for not only healthcare services in Nigeria, but also for the general business environment in the country. According to Professor Oshibajo, the investment signifies that there is something right about the Nigerian economy.
The hospital has serious bragging rights. It comes from the Regenting family, a clinical health brand that has earned a strong reputation for high standards in healthcare. top-notch international personnel, and many highly reputed Nigerian doctors in diaspora. And best of all, it's all Nigerian. So the opening of this state-of-the-art facility also celebrates some other facts. First is that we have all that it takes to become the place of choice for even medical tourists from developed countries looking to jump long queues for specialized procedures at home or simply shopping for more affordable fees for first-class healthcare. Second, we have by far the largest number of middle to low-income communities and individuals in sub-Saharan Africa at least, who require affordable, high-quality healthcare. So there is a sound business case here. Third is that with investments like this, seeking high-quality medical personnel, we can even reverse the trend of doctors voting with their feet. And we've seen that indeed several doctors who are part of this, the management of this facility are coming from different parts of the world. The reasons for voting with their feet are obvious: better remuneration, better facilities. But again, only serious private sector investment in high quality healthcare services, offering top compensation for its personnel, could possibly create an attractive proposition to reverse the trend. So the only way by which we can ensure that people stay, obviously, is to reward their services. And I think that this is a good way to start. So here at Duchess, we celebrate the convergence of so many possibilities and such great promise.
Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, commended the chairman of the Reddington Group, Dr. Yemi Onoboale, for the robust courage he has continued to show through the unrelenting commitment of the group to investing in the healthcare delivery sector of the state at a period when, according to him, many were shying away from doing so. Governor Sanwo-Olu assured the Reddington Group that Lagos State government shall continue to create the enabling environment for business to thrive in the state.
I cannot but commend the audacity that you have and the courage to where others are sharing away. You believe in your nation, you believe in Lagos, and you believe in access and providing healthcare for your people. Everybody has spoken very well about you. We're indeed happy that you're doing this not only for your immediate environment, you're doing it also to solve and increase capacity of all of us in Nigeria. Thank you very much. And Lagos deserves it, Nigeria deserves it. Thank you again.
Prince Dakpo Abiodun, governor of neighboring Ogun State, described the inauguration of the Duchess International Hospital as a welcome development. He noted that the location of the hospital in the Ikeja axis of Lagos mainland is strategic, particularly because of its close proximity to the domestic and international terminals of the Murtala Mohammed Airport. Governor Abiodun expressed delight that the facility will be able to provide a conducive environment and best standard of healthcare for Nigerians, expatriates, and other visitors from neighboring countries.
This unique and beautifully constructed hospital will be able to serve the needs of the local community and provide a viable alternative destination for health tourism in Nigeria and Sub-Saharan Africa as we go.
CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele also spoke at the event. Emefiele commended the Reddington Group for the unrelenting effort it made in birthing Duchess International Hospital, which he said will help in providing Nigerians with high-quality healthcare service that's comparable to those of similar hue provided in the health sector anywhere in the world. The CBN governor analyzed how the need to manage COVID-19 led several countries to adopt very stringent export restrictions on clinical medical supplies and drugs. He also highlighted how nations shut their borders in the wake of COVID-19, thus making it impossible for people who could afford medical tourism to get to their destinations of choice. Against that background, Emefiele noted that initiatives like the Duchess International Hospital project were salutary, as they made Nigeria to be less reliant on the world for the medical needs of her people.
On this note, I think it's still important that I thank Dr. Yemi Onobowale for setting up this hospital project in Nigeria. And that is why I want to thank him. I thank you so that others like you can be encouraged to get bold and do the kind of things that you have. For how long shall Nigeria continue to rely on the world for anything and everything? For a country of over 210 million people and projected to be about 450 million people in 2050, we can no longer afford to do anything, even amidst the repeated warnings about the dangers that lie ahead if we do not begin to depend largely on ourselves for our nutritional, medical, and educational needs.
Governor Emefiele announced that having fully disbursed the sum of 100 billion naira initially committed to the Healthcare Sector Intervention Fund, the CBN has increased the chest of the fund to 200 billion naira to make more funds available to develop the sector. He urged banks and the private sector to emulate the model in the developed countries where non-medical practitioners invested in building and equipping modern hospitals by supporting investment in the medical sector. Emefiele said this will encourage other parties interested in taking a cue from the Reddington Group to do so, and thus help in reversing medical tourism abroad in Nigeria.
When we started COVID, we actually set aside about 100 million to support healthcare and pharmaceutical sector. But because of the rising demand, we have so far disbursed 107.7 billion, supporting 114 healthcare projects, out of which 6 are greenfield, and that is new project, 108 are expansionary, brownfield. And the projects financed include cancer treatment centers, medical diagnostics, pharmaceuticals, dental services, eye clinics, private and public hospitals, and other healthcare services, just to mention it. We've exceeded 100 billion, and the Monetary Policy Committee has said we should move it further up to 200 billion. We will continue to do whatever can be done to support the medical. Thank you, because this facility will, I believe, very soon will begin to see people coming from even outside the country into Nigeria to use your facility, and with that, we will not be spending our dollars abroad. We'll be spending naira, because dollar has its own limits, and we can also create more dollars, tourism in our country rather than taking tourism outside Nigeria.
The chairman of the Reddington Healthcare Group, Dr. Yemi Onobowale, thanked Vice President Oshibajo for the support he gave to the project, as well as all the financial institutions that played key roles in funding it, particularly the CBN and its governor, Godwin Emefiele. According to Dr. Onobowale, the funding from the CBN was judiciously used by the Reddington Group to provide capacity building in multiple specialties with a view to generating employment, promote the development of skilled manpower, and encourage the homecoming of some of Nigeria's doctors in diaspora, all of which he said will help reverse medical tourism abroad among Nigerians. Dr. Onobowale pledged that Duchess International Hospital will provide affordable quality healthcare of international standard for Nigerians, adding that it will also collaborate with the Nigeria Postgraduate Medical College to address the skill gaps in fellowship residency training by offering its facilities and expertise to the college so that it can use them in training its fellows. Some of the dignitaries and other attendees at the event spoke with the media on what the inauguration of the Duchess International Hospital means for the development of Nigeria's healthcare delivery system and the resolve to reverse medical tourism abroad in the country.
We've gone around, it's first class, it's comparable to anyone you can see in any part of the world, and we certainly just need to commend him, to thank him, and to wish the Reddington family all the very best.
Some of the facilities here are better than some of those you will find in any part of the world. We need more and more of this kind of facility in Nigeria. I keep talking about my selfish interest. My selfish interest, like you said, is that, as far as I'm concerned, it is affordable as long as you pay naira. It is affordable as long as you are not paying dollars. And that saves our foreign reserve, and we can commit our foreign reserves to other more pressing need, not medical tourism. With this kind of facility we have here, if the world gets to know what we have here, we will begin to see a reversal of medical tourism. And we need more and more of this.
People just need to come and see it. Once they see it, they will have to make up their minds whether they will need to go abroad, really. Because most of the things they are going abroad for, now it's available. Not only that we have the equipment, we also have the personnel. And more importantly, really, is that exodus, that pilgrimage abroad for both in the private and public sectors. They really don't need to go abroad. So a lot of the foreign exchange that we expend in this area, we can conserve it. And if I may even say, it could be a thing for around Africa and even abroad. Some people can come in here just because of some of the facilities that are available. So to be a kind of reversal of the drain that's going out to also bring in foreign exchange to our country.
I'm glad because Nigeria is growing. For this facility now, this will boost the Nigerian health sector. And a lot will happen because instead of going abroad for medical treatment, then we have a state-of-the-art facility that will take care of so many people. So I'm proud.
We're excited, and these are exciting times for Nigeria.
Now, that certainly is a good one. Very impressive and encouraging. The Duchess International Hospital story is indeed heartwarming and portends good for the transformation of Nigeria's healthcare delivery system. There is also no doubt that the inauguration of the Duchess International Hospital will launch Nigeria into global reckoning in the medical field and help achieve the CBN's twin objective of, one, developing the healthcare delivery system of the nation, and secondly, stem the tide of medical tourism abroad among Nigerians. Thankfully, with the decision to raise the cap of the CBN Healthcare Sector Intervention Fund to 200 billion naira from its initial limit of 100 billion naira, much better days lie ahead for Nigeria's healthcare sector as more hospitals in the mold of the Duchess are bound to spring up in the country in the nearest future. For details on some of the Apex Bank's policies and intervention programs, please visit the bank's website. It's www.cbn.gov.ng or call the contact center on 0700-225-5226. That's how far we can go on today's edition of the program. Join us again on this station, same day and time next week for another exciting edition of You and the Economy. Until then, it's goodbye for now.